Fuck, look at this shit, man. Damn. Vine, they got the Vine inside them like a motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Shit's nasty, man.
I didn't even notice it for a second until you said, "Look at this motherfucker." I was like,
"No, we don't smoke. We don't got no lighters on us."
I didn't realize until like I really looked. Cause damn boy, we inside them anymore, man.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers. And of course, the few Akwat who are pursuing this truth to sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. All right? With all that's going on, all the evils that's going on, somebody that's hating the evil and loving the good, it's hard for your spirit not to be heavy. But at the same time, we know that these things have to come to pass. But with the Steam files being released, we really got a visual aid of how this devil's sins have reached unto heaven. All right? They on fire in their bullshit. They on fire in the left-handed energy. We got to be on fire in the right. But at the same time, you know, there's a way that we fight back. We fight back spiritually. The weapons of our warfare are spiritual and not carnal to the pulling down of strongholds. Vengeance is the Lord's, you know? So if you got that, bro, we'll start there. And I'll go get some of the ones I quoted.
God, this is Romans chapter 12 and verse 19. It says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai."
It would be perfectly reasonable if you didn't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to go crash out, man. For people to come together and be like, no, we gotta get these people out of here.
Yeah.
All right? But that's not the way the Lord wants to do it. Prophecy is a sequence a particular way so that the Father and the Son gets the glory. All right? Things have to flow the way the Lord said it. And if you step outside of that, you're in danger of judgment yourself.
Yep.
Keep going, bro. Unless you have something to say.
Nah, I'll just keep going. I got a scripture after this. Romans chapter 12 and verse 20. It says, "Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fires on his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good."
Yeah. So even all this evil is going on in the world, we're still supposed to be lights of righteousness in the earth. All right? We're supposed to be the contrast to the great depravity of the wicked. And heading that wickedness in the earth, of course, is Esau Edom, the so-called white man.
Yeah. And if I make a quick point, with reading that made me think about, Colossians, how it goes into walking in wisdom towards those that we without.
Yeah.
Yeah, though we're as scripture says, vexed is Lot, Lot vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, right? Day to day, though we're pissed off, right? We're about fed up with sin, all this shit, and then on top of it, the stuff just keeps getting worse. We still got to move within wisdom. We still can't, move, without, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai say so, right? So in the midst of that, we still have to wait. Still got to move in wisdom to be Clark Kent, like we like to say, right? Be Clark Kent amongst these people, right? And then when it say heat them coals, man, that's just you simply moving in wisdom, right? Don't put yourself in a predicament to where like, okay, now you can get the ministry blame, even though you pissed off, even though you had a long day, even though you can't really do nothing about it. And that's because, we fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, it really bothers us on a whole nother level than these people, because these people, they wicked anyway. Yeah. Right? They might say, oh shit, that's crazy. Still gonna trust in the devil. Isaiah 30 and 1. Right? They take counsel not of me. So these people, they gonna continue to trust in this devil, because who else they gonna run to anyway? Jesus? That's the same, pretty much the same devil, man.
Yeah, same person.
Exactly. But I got one if you didn't have one already.
You got it. And it's not about us at the end of the day.
Yep.
All right? So you could be as angry as you want to be. You ain't as angry as the Lord. You can say you love our people as much as you want to say you love them. You don't love them as much as the Lord.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, the way the Lord's going to get things done is the best way, ultimately, anyway. All right? Yeah, it's frustrating seeing this. You want to fix it.
Yep.
All right?
Yeah.
Especially if we be those spirits, that means we help create the earth and the things therein. So yeah, it's a vexating thing to see it. It makes your soul ache. All right. but it's supposed to be that way. The scriptures talk about in Ezekiel 9:4, the elect will be sighing and crying for the abominations being done in the midst thereof. Same way Lot was vexed in his time. You know, Lot represented the elect in his time. The believers are going to be that way. And if you aren't rubbed the wrong way in the spirit right now, you fucking tripping. Okay?
Hey, nah, for real.
All right. We even before the Steam files came out, you irritated. But you know, we already know those things was going on, but to have visual aids to it. It's like, bro, gotta see some clips that make you want to rip a person in half. You know?
Yeah.
But you got it, bro.
I was just gonna make a quick point because I like how you made mention how we're not as mad as the Lord is. That's why the Lord said, man, I will repay. The vengeance is mine. Right? Because Yahweh Bashem Shai, he been pissed off for a long ass time.
For a minute.
A long time. We just talking about for us, it's just this life. Well, we've been pissed off other lifetimes, but in this current lifetime, it's not gonna match up to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Right? And then on top of that, the Lord, he could get them far more better than what we can do. What are we gonna do? Beat them up?
Yeah, our punishment is gonna be carnal. The Lord could torment a spirit.
Yeah.
You can't torment a spirit. You understand the scriptures, what the scriptures say in Matthew? Fear not him that can destroy the body, but fear him that can destroy both soul and body in hell, meaning a condition. The Lord is the Father of spirits. There's torments that he can send upon a person that we can't even fathom. You understand? So at the end of the day, he has the best justice. Our justice ain't shit compared to what the Lord is getting ready to bring. You got it.
Okay, I'm going to get Zephaniah chapter 3, and verse 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured. Damn it.
So we got the mics on too, so they can hear us over that.
Oh, okay.
Now, Jake, or just people in general, the truthers is everybody, the whistleblowers, they're calling for, we should have a big trial. Like, it should be a mass trial where these people are tried for their crimes, right?
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. The Lord's gonna do the mass trial. The brother's reading about it. He's gathering the nations, the leaders, all right? All the wicked people. They're gonna be gathered, and there they're gonna be judged publicly for the world to see. You understand? This is the mass trial. This is the justice that we're waiting upon, okay? Not our own justice.
Yeah.
Judas Iscariot, he wanted to force his own justice. All right? He wanted the Lord to, when he got him, he wanted the Lord to be like, no, fuck that. I'm taking Rome down right now. No. But he played his part. But that spirit of the zealots, the Sakari, that spirit's still out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
But the elect, we see the big picture. The Lord has a way he's going to bestow the justice upon the earth and the wicked in it.
Yeah, continuing on, it says, back in Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8, in the middle of the verse, it says, I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Right? So just going into, man, the Lord wants us to wait until he pretty much gives the green light for us to do anything. Hell, he's the one that's going to bestow his man with spiritual power to come up against this devil anyway.
That right?
Right? Hell, it's already part of the curses. What? Deuteronomy 28:68. Right? No man shall buy you. Right? In other words, no man can redeem us, man. And guess what? The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, Yahweh Shai, he's not coming as a man. He's coming as a celestial being, a God, man. And it's an angelic state. Right? So it's best that we wait until he rises up, because we can't do nothing of ourselves anyway. No matter how badly we want the kingdom now, how badly we want to do something, no matter how mad somebody make us, man, it's just not the wisest thing to do.
You're right.
Right? Because if you make a move, then what? Like I said earlier, you're gonna get the ministry blame.
Yeah.
Now you're looking goofy. Okay, you don't beat up one Edomite. Now what?
And you stepped out of the bounds in which the Lord has set. He's given us our arena in which to fight. You understand? We got the highways and byways, the chief places of concourse, and we're concourse, the unicorn, the internet, right?
Yep.
And we're examples of righteousness in our daily lives. You see, I want to go to Joel 3 because we mentioned that a mass trial. All right, a mass trial is going to be bestowed upon the wicked. They're not going to get away with the shit that they're doing.
Oh yeah.
It's frustrating to see right now, but we always mention it. The Lord allows the wicked to build up a case. All right, the same way that the feds do Jake, they allow them to build up a case. So when they rush in on them, they're guilty. There's no way they're not guilty. They got all the evidence. Okay, same thing the Lord is doing with this devil.
Yep.
All right, when you go into when you go into Joel the 3rd chapter, and the 2nd verse is going to be a word plea. I'm gonna get. It's just to bring the point home. But you can start at the top.
Yeah. This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah."
Meaning to reverse it. Meaning we're going to be taken out of this bondage that we're currently in. All right? He's going to reverse it. You got it.
God, bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
All 12 tribes, Judah and Jerusalem, because the nation Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. You got it.
Continuing on, verse 2 says, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat."
The valley of Jehoshaphat is going to be where the court case takes place, where the judgment takes place. Go ahead, bro.
Continuing on, it says, "And will plead with them, will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations."
Now,
and
and part of my land.
Yep.
Now we want to get that word plead, which is going to be the word shapat, I'm sure. Let me get it here. It's H8199, and it says to judge, govern, vindicate. Look up that word vindicate for me.
Okay.
Punish, to act as a lawgiver or judge or governor of God, man, to rule, govern, judge, to decide controversy. Okay, the controversy of Zion. The main controversy between, the people of the promise and the wicked. The judgment is going to be set there, man. In the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Yahweh doth judge. That's what that means, right? Discriminating, condemning, and punishing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty much the point I wanted. You got that word vindicate?
Yeah, I got it in the Edamon Online Dictionary. This is the word vindicate. It says to avenge or revenge, or to clear censure, if I'm saying that right, or doubt by means of demonstration, or to liberate, to act as avenger, and that's about it.
Yeah, to basically to redeem.
Yeah.
All right, to revenge. This is how we're going to be avenged. All right, the Lord's way. And it's going to be very majestic in how the Lord does it, man. The whole world is going to witness it. Okay, he's not going to get away with the bullshit that he's on. Now, there's a scripture, unless you got something, I want to get in. Let me see. You get what you got first. I'm going to find this scripture.
Okay. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Right? So the Lord, he's going to recompense us, man. Right? Those that trouble us, which is the Edomites, man. They've been not even just only the Edomites, the rest of the heathen nations, but Edomites being the head honcho of it all. Right? Lord's going to recompense them all for the things that they done to us, man. Right? They ain't finna get away with slavery.
I got it.
They ain't finna get away with what they doing now. Right? Just putting Jake at the bottom, treating them as nobodies, doing all these wicked and lewd acts. I mean, yeah, these wicked ass acts. Lord's gonna make them pay for all of that.
Yeah. I got this Revelation 6 and 9, verse 10. 9 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It talks about how the souls are constantly pleading to the Lord, like, damn, you can't let them get away with this. So you got it. If you got it.
Oh, the Revelation?
Yeah, your Revelation 6 and 9.
Oh, my bad. I thought you I get it.
So good.
This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High.
Because eventually, I don't know how they're going to do it. It's going to be miraculous. Yeah. They're going to flip the blame from these damn baby-eating elites unto us. All of a sudden, the men of the Lord are those that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua are going to be the problem. How they're gonna do it, I don't know. They got this AI. I'm sure they can figure it out. And it's written in prophecy that they're gonna flip it. And people gonna side with them.
Yeah.
The people gonna be more enraged to come at us than they are against these people. Because like the Elder Menachem Zakba said in his lesson a couple of days ago, man, these people are just basically Epstein without the money. And Epstein was a commoner amongst the elites. Okay? I say it all the time. These people, you look at them like they're regular people walking up and down the street, but they're complicit in the evil. If they have access to the money and the resources to fulfill all the desires of their flesh, they'll be into some off-the-wall shit too.
Yeah.
All right? Want to say something?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, just let my mind, bro.
Okay, they'll come back.
Just let my
Keep
mind.
going, bro.
Back in Revelation chapter 6 and verse 9, it says, okay, souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High and for the testimony which they held, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Yeah. We're going to be avenged. And the spirits that died in this truth, they're in the heavens, anxious, like, man, Lord, I can't wait. I can't wait either.
Oh, yeah.
He waiting for the Father to give him to say so. All right? So what the justice they're going to bring is going to be far beyond any carnal solution, man. Far beyond it. So that's what we have to wait on. Is it uncomfortable? Yes. Is it for you? Because you want to do something. You're like, man, like, there got to be something we could do. Because right now, man, there's thousands of islands. There's plenty of places. Even in places in plain sight.
Yeah.
Where children are being treated that way. Okay? And the people that fear the Lord, it rubs them the wrong way. But majority of people, they walk around, they're not worried about the evil that's going on in this place. They worry about getting some box, what they gonna eat. You know what I mean? The bills they gotta pay, cool. That's their lot. But those who are sincere about the Lord and his business, they're doing whatever they can to stand up against the evildoer. You understand? You got it, bro.
Was it more on there you want me to
we finished that verse 10?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean 11.
No, I'm on 11 now.
Okay, come.
Back in Revelation chapter 6 and verse 11, it says, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Yeah, so there's going to be brothers that's allowed to be martyrs. There's going to be brothers that see it all the way through and just are beamed up. But there's a sequence of events that has to take place before the justice takes place. It is what it is, man. Nothing can be rushed. Every said measure has to be fulfilled before the next phase of the Lord's plan continues on. I'm going to get 2 Ezra 16 and verse 70. I'm going to read this. For there shall be in every place, this is 2 Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection. And if you can look up that word insurrection, upon those that fear the Lord. They're going to flip the script on us. How are they going to do it? After people have seen all this satanic, demonic shit? I don't know. But they're going to do it. Insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You got the word?
Yeah, I got it. This is the definition of the word insurrection. It says, and insurrection is a violent uprising or revolt by a group of people against their government or established civil authority.
Now, that should be happening against the elites right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Insurrection should be happening right now towards the elites, but the insurrection going to be happening against the prophets. Ain't that a bitch? But that's what's written.
Yeah.
These people going to be, because it's going to be the devil and his troops, but this devil going to put the battery in their back to believe that we're the problem. And this is what's going to go down, man. This devil's going to squeeze everybody's resources, because right now, these people, they're not willing to do anything because they still feel like they got something. They got their apartment, they got their car, they got their girl. They still feel like they got something worth losing. This devil gonna make it to where people don't got shit, and the only hope to get it back is gonna be like, we got to deal with these people. So then they gonna have the battery in their back to be like, I think I seen one of those guys, or this guy at my job, he mentioned this before. Then they gonna have the battery in their back to move. just more, and that's gonna be to their own condemnation.
Yep.
Because they're gonna, like Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter talks about,
Yep.
when it goes into the those that aren't saved, that are watching the elect be beamed up,
Yep.
it goes into their inner thoughts, the inner monologue, as they're witnessing the destruction and the salvation at the same time. This was he whom we had sometimes in the, because everybody's gonna realize, like, damn, I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I really been aiding these evil ass motherfuckers this whole time. I'm one of these evil ass motherfuckers. They gonna realize. Nobody's gonna be able to say, oh, the Lord made the wrong call on that one. The Lord is letting everybody run their course. So when that judgment come down, it is what it is. And you know why. You have something?
I'm looking for it, but I can make a quick point. Because as you were saying, man, like, I was already thinking about while you was talking, how Esau's gonna flip the script on us, but on top of that, man, majority of people don't like us anyway, right? Y'all hate group, y'all hateful, man. God is love. It's to a point to where every day, damn near, well, every time we're out here, right, you always hear somebody trying to scoff in some form or fashion. Then you can't even forget about the fact that they're doing it in their heads too, right? So it's like people are already looking for a reason to get the pounce on us to begin with.
Yeah.
Right? But with Esau doing what he's doing, it's just gonna it's gonna add even more fuel to, like, oh shit, okay, now I got a reason to, turn them in.
Yeah.
I got a reason to try to fuck them up. Because right now they can't do nothing.
Yeah.
It's just coming out the Bible, man. Okay, we say some curse words. Okay, boo-hoo, your feelings a little hurt. You can't really do nothing about that.
Yeah.
But when Esau make it to where, like, oh yeah, like you said, oh, these are the problem, man. Hey, report to call 911 if you see these people.
If you see something, say something.
Right. Right. That's how they're gonna be on, bro. They're itching to do it. Right? Yeah, because I know Elder Manatazai, he always be looking at the TikToks of people just talking shit. I used to be Hebrew like 14 years, and it's a fucking cult. They always talk about how this is a cult. It's a cult. Right? Trying to paint this as something that's just terrible, man. Right? Which is really gonna lead to them persecuting us, man. Because like I said, they're looking for every reason to do so because we're not like them.
Yeah.
Right? We're not like them. That's why they're looking for a reason. Like, man, you ain't like us, man. You must be with Satan.
I got a precept for you.
God, you got it.
This This is hold on one second. I just had it. He that departed from evil.
I think that's Isaiah 59:15. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Isaiah 59:15. The water, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get straight to it. Isaiah 59:15. Yeah, truth faileth. All right. You got all the whistleblowers, the conspiracy theorists. And first and foremost, the prophets who have been telling you about the evil that these people are into all along. Because the scriptures say so. Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't move anybody. The lies, the flesh, gratification, that's what moves the people. Truth faileth. And he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. So you make yourself an enemy to these people, an enemy to the world when you stand against the evil that it forwards. What's the scripture? You can find that scripture where it says, as the ruler of the city is, so is his people and his officers. I'm paraphrasing. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This Isaiah 59:15 again from the top. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. There's no righteous judgment in this society. You go to Isaiah 10:1, it talks about the unrighteous decrees that are forwarded in this place. And all of the people in these societies, it now has been revealed to them that the grotesque evil that their societies are built upon, and they ain't down to do shit, man. Which means they're complicit.
Yep.
They're complicit to the evil, man. They're a part of the problem. Like what Cat Williams say, you're a part of the problem. These people, they're a part of it. The movie, The Matrix, Apostle Colby brings it up. What did Morpheus tell Neo? He said, anybody that's not unplugged is a potential agent. All these people are potential agents, man. They could turn into Agent Smith on your ass at the blink of an eye. You understand? You got that?
Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 2. Yeah, okay, yes. Verse 2 it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Ooh, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, pursuant to Job 9 and 24. So we know the wicked are in charge. They're the ones ruling, and leading the charge, of course, is the small hats of the tribe of Edom. Yep. Right? They're the ones that really control everything, and they're into some sick shit. You read that Talmud, man. It's the PDF behavior is written in their Talmud. In their Talmud, when they talk about the age where you could marry a girl, they say, oh, you could at the age of 3. That's in the Talmud.
Oh, 3 is
3 years old. It's 3 years and a day. So like,
hell no.
That's in their Talmud. But when we talk about in the scriptures, when the scriptures say, when a woman is able to bear,
past the flower of their age.
People look at us crazy. Yeah. But what? Look at these small hats. What? So that behavior, that mindset, that energy, it starts at the top. And that shit is throughout all the way down to the bottom, to the low level Edomites, to the low level Jakes. That spirit is on all of the people. And the Lord has a small remnant who are opposed to that vibration, opposed to that spirit. Talking to the brother before the camp, and this is not medical information, but y'all remember that in 2020, that jumper, all right, that shot, it was in the file. It's in the files throughout a bulk of the files that he was involved in the developing of that mRNA, and he was putting his DNA. They were. I'm trying to say it without, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were putting that man inside of the jumper. You saw the people that took it. Oh man, that's nasty. Y'all got a little bit of Epstein in y'all. As the ruler of the city is, so are the people.
Now you got weird cravings.
You got weird cravings. This place is disgusting. But the Lord isn't gonna let him get away with it, man. Exactly. You have something?
I'm gonna just read the next verse. It's Sirach chapter 10, verse 3. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Right? So an unwise king destroys his people. And you can see that, bro. We clearly see that Esau, he's just not meant to rule. And it's getting to the point to where the carnal eye can see it. Meaning like, hell, the other nations can see like, yeah, America's done.
Keisha and Pookie, they can see, oh, this nigga don't need to be ruling.
Exactly. you know what's bad when it's on that level.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like the common smoke shit. We've been seeing it. We seen it years ago.
When Dontavia's talking about, oh, these niggas evil, it's they doing something
they doing some off the wall shit.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, but an unwise king destroys his people, meaning they're like, bro, if this dude was to continue on with his, his wickedness,
no flesh would be saved.
Exactly, it says in Matthew 24 chapter. That's why the Lord shortened the days, man. That's why he had to shorten the days, because if he did, man, Esau have all the time in the world to do whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah.
He'll finish his enterprise. There's a whole video, there's a whole video. I don't know if it's still up. I ain't seen it in a minute. It's called The Man.
Oh yeah, the cartoon.
The little cartoon. And what a coincidence! Well, it's not a coincidence, but it's pretty much a white man walking around the earth,
fucking everything up.
Literally fucking everything up, all the way to Earth is just to polish it, and then the UFOs, the aliens come in, mess them up.
Yeah, he know what his end gonna be.
Exactly.
The chariots at the end of that cartoon come and zap his ass and get him up out of there. They look at the earth and they look at him and then they zap his ass and that's the end of the cartoon. But that's gonna happen for real, according to the scriptures. Yeah. Now like we talked about him shortening the days. The Lord got the days shortened, and you can see him getting sloppy because he don't got all the time he thought he had to finish his enterprise, like you mentioned. The devil knoweth he has but a short time.
Exactly.
Okay, this is Sirach 14 and 5. It says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he do good? Be good. He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Now this devil, not only is he against the people on his side, the people of the covenant, right? He's fucking over his own people. Exactly. That's why you see all these Edomites. They're like, oh fuck, the small hats are calling Western society, Europe and America, they're calling them Esau. The Edomites in In America and Europe, they're looking at the small hats like, oh, you guys are fucked up. You're evil. They're going against each other.
Bro.
And the scriptures say a house divided cannot stand. And it's always been infighting amongst the Edomites. That's a part of their culture. The little culture they do have. You know, their culture is wickedness. You know, they have it's been a long line of wickedness. We talked about it early before camp. You think this devil just started being nasty in this way? No, man. Even in the Maccabees, it tells you once Alexander the Great died and his 4 generals took over, that evils were increased in the earth. This nigga been on that time. He been nasty. You know? Jake, that documentary that came out, oh, the Freaknik. Nah, he doing the real Freaknik, man. The demonic, satanic Freaknik. Okay? Let me actually get that since I quoted it.
God,
Increased in the earth.
damn it, where was it at? Yeah, I thought it went to Nagard in this chapter, but I guess it didn't. Yeah. But yeah, man, Esau, bro, it's like just to the point, man. If you can't see it by now, then it's like the brother been saying, man, you're just part of the problem, man. If you're okay with what this devil is doing, then that by default shows that you're wicked, right? As it says in James the 4th chapter, 4:4, ye adulteresses, right? The friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh Shai, right? So if you're a friend of this world, you by default enemy of the Lord, and you can see that. You can see why.
Okay. 2nd Ezra 14.
Look what the hell is he doing? He's doing everything that's completely contrary unto Yahweh Shai, man. If you sitting there, you ain't got to be sitting there all, like, holy man, I love it, but you ain't speaking against it, right? You're like, shit. It's like with the most stuff. For example, right? Jay be like, man, I ain't a Mo, but hey, as long as the Mo don't mess with me, I don't got no problem with him. Like, nigga, you part of the problem, man. Right? You're supposed to despise it. You're supposed to hate that shit ultimately, man. You're supposed to be yearning for righteousness in the earth, and that's what they're doing. They're yearning for righteousness upon this earth. As it says in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, 9 and like 20-something, I kept me a grape of the cluster, man. That's the elect. The ones that's not going to bow the knee to the image of Baal, man, to this system. But did you find what you looking for?
Yeah, I got, could you get 2nd Ezra 14? I'm going to get this other one.
God.
In 1st Maccabees, 1 and 9, I think. 1st Maccabees. You can read yours first.
Was it 14 from the top? No, not from the top.
17.
17.
What did it say? It said evils.
Right here.
Yeah, you got it.
This is Sirach chapter 14 and verse 16 says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age.
Greater evils shall be done.
Damn.
So up until this time, greater evils. We're at the point where the evils is at an all-time high. And the stuff that he's just been revealed to us, that's what they're showing us. They're not the stuff that you never gonna see. The Lord couldn't even let us see that shit. He couldn't let us hear about that because we wouldn't be able to function. All right?
Yeah, I'm reading more. Verse 7, back in verse 17, Sirach chapter 14, verse 17 says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
Boom. Now, let's go to 1st Maccabees 1 and 9. Mm-hmm. All right, and this reads, and after talking about Alexander the Greek, all right, and after his death, his 4 generals, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. What you think they were doing with the people that they occupied, they reigned over? What you think they was doing to Jake? Same thing they was doing in chattel slavery, right? Read it if you got the time, man. Check out a book called The Delectable Negro. All right? Verse 10, 1 Maccabees 1 and 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes. All right, he was over our region. Son of Antiochus the king, who had been hostage at Rome, and he reigned in 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Now check this out, verse 11, what I wanted. Mm-hmm. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. And you're seeing a great apostasy even now within the world of Israel, like Genesis, going back to the vomit, trying to be cool and make covenant. You're going to see more of it, man. You're going to see more people who know this truth, but they weren't rooted, and they're going to be trying to cut a deal to evade the persecution because they don't got faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And they're going to be had in derision, man, for trying to make a covenant with these people. The people that can sit to that chip, you're going to be had in derision.
Yeah.
You're going to be mocked. This is what's getting ready to play out, man. And that's a comfort to know what's getting ready to play out. All right? Which understanding prophecy means it's being close to Yahweh Shai. Revelation 19:10 says the spirit of prophecy is the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
So if that's something that you're into and you know the ins and outs of it, it's a great comfort, man. Because although we see the evil playing out, we know how it ends. We know we win. You understand? And we know they lose. And we know justice plays out.
Yep.
These people, it's easy to fall into despair, man, if you don't have this knowledge, seeing what's going on. Despair means to be without hope.
Yep.
It's easy to be hopeless in this place, not knowing what the Lord is getting ready to do. You see? You had something you want to say?
Yeah, because it made me think about Psalm the 73rd chapter, the Psalm of Asaph, right? Like literally throughout the beginning to midway half is mainly him complaining to the Lord about like, damn, why does the righteous go through this and the wicked just prospering? You know? But once you get towards the end of the chapter, he basically, you know, he said, hey, man, it's lucky because I didn't know that what the end was going to be, right? And as the priest making mention, man, if you don't know what the end is going to be, right, then yeah, you're going to pretty much be in the spirit of despair, like, damn, like we just fucked down here. This is all we got. And this shit finna get destroyed. That's why everybody is so on edge right now. They put all their eggs in this basket. They don't know nothing about Yahweh Bashem Shah or even care to know, right? So this is all they know. And they think this is the only kingdom that's going to stand. And to see the things going on in the kingdom that they, you know, pretty much living in, it's like, damn, this is the best we get here. But since the Lord has gifted his man with foresight to be able to see the future, right, we're able to, you know, just be patient, right? Suffer until Yahweh Shai gets back, because we understand that, bro. The Lord got something planned, right? He's gonna get to the point to where he's pretty much gonna complete his enterprise before the Lord comes down on him with great wrath. It says that in Job the 20th chapter, right? So it's not like the Lord forgot. It's just the Lord got a plan on how he's gonna do it. Just like the time of Exodus, man. What, Romans 9 and 16, 9 and 17, I think that goes into it. How he built up Pharaoh for the same reason, to show that he might show his. Matter of fact, I could get that. I don't want to butcher it, unless you got something.
I had something, but you make your point first. It's all good.
God, this is Romans. Damn it, man.
Yeah, man, justice is on the way.
Yeah, bro.
You know, I seen all those clips this week, man, because I went to the justice.org site and I looked up all the all the people that's making, you know, posts, memes and stuff. They'll list the Epstein file to go look at, and then you can go to the justice.org and find it and go see it for yourself to see, okay, is this what's actually going down?
Yeah,
bro.
Crazy shit, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
It's like, bro, yeah. That's how you know Esau, he's the borderline of wickedness, bro. Like, it's like, damn, like Jay be fucked up, but like, man, Jake ain't doing all that shit, man.
That's the mother boy.
Jake ain't doing that shit. Especially, I think, for me personally, the thing that probably hit me one of the hardest was like when I was seeing the pictures of basically how Jake was laid on the table like they was fucking turkey. Legs crossed and shit. They sitting there cheesing or like, you know, just posing. I was like, bro, this some
like
sick
they caught
ass
a deer or something. What got me was they would show a missing child report and the parents sobbing looking for their kid, and then they'll show the kid they'll show the kid in the files.
Yeah, bro.
They'll show how he had the panda eyes, if you know what the panda eyes are when they do the children. I ain't gonna talk about that. They'll show the panda eyes on the kids. Look panda eyes up. What that means is as far as PDF behavior, how that happens. They'll show the panda eyes. They'll show the kid bruised up, malnourished.
Yeah.
And you know, I obviously, you know, he ain't still around. It's like, bro, what? And we understand judgment. We understand that certain spirits that their judgment was to get sent to that island. Now that might be hard to digest as a newcomer, but spirits are ancient. There's really no such thing as like, oh, it's that's an ancient spirit sent back onto the earth. But that don't acquit this devil of the evil that he's doing, man. He gotta pay for this shit, and he is gonna pay. You had what you had?
Yeah, I found it. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 17. It says, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth." So just simply reading something like that, it lets us know that, like, okay, so the Lord doing this for a purpose. It has to get bad. For us to be in a time of Jacob's trouble, it literally gotta be the worst ever. So that's mean you're gonna be seeing some shit. Guess what? And there's gonna be more shit we find out. There's more shit they got hiding. But guess what? It's all in Yahweh Shai plan so he could deliver the ultimate judgment. Right? And the only ones that's looking forward towards that is gonna be the elect. Them the only ones that sign and crying daily. Right? That the Lord made, hey, Baba Kushai come soon.
Sign and crying. I got it.
This devil just getting out of hand. Sometimes like sometimes it could be damn near too much to bear, man. Jay, like, hold on, let me take a break off.
Let me just take a break, and it be to the point where you be like, you don't even got nothing to say. You just like,
there.
Like what?
Like,
you know?
Yeah,
you pray, you snap back into it, man. You get back to, man. Like after I watched those videos, the elder Yarala said in the chat, he said, "Hey man, all this got to play out for the Lord do what He gonna do." And I was like, "Damn, he right." Then the apostles went live, you know, and it's a comfort to hear, you know, those words of the Lord return. This is truly a comfort, man. If you had to witness all this without a solution, again, you would fall into despair, or you would be like majority of these people and just act like, oh, it don't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
I wasn't there. Somebody else's problem to fix it. You would act like that, you know, which is wicked in itself.
Yeah.
You see? I got Ezekiel 9 since you mentioned it.
Yeah.
It's Ezekiel 9. And I'll just get to the point at 4 and read on down. Now, in this chapter, in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, the Lord is commissioning angels to do particular jobs. All right? There's angels with slaughter weapons to judge the people. And you have one angel with a writer's inkhorn whose job is to seal the elect, to put a seal or a mark upon them. And this word mark here in Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Hey, come on, bro. Come on, man. Satan. Got too much oil in your shit.
Right? So this word for mark here in Ezekiel 9 and 4 is the word da'ah.
The what?
The wah. You look it up real quick.
Yep.
Yep, H8420. The wah. Yep, you're right. It says mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. That's the mark that we seek. Okay? But those who receive this mark are going to have a particular characteristic in common. Let's read it.
Yep.
It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Now the elect are sighing and crying. We're putting out lessons every day, sometimes multiple lessons a day. All right? Condemning this, shaking the hand, condemning this devil, bringing out prophecy of how it's going to be fixed, what we should be longing for. Okay? Character build-up videos so that we remain who we're supposed to be in the midst of all of this.
Yeah.
Okay? That's that common characteristic that the elect are going to have, man. They're going to be grieved with the evil in this place. All right? It goes on to say, unless you had something.
No.
And to the others, he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. These people are going to receive judgment. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Because these people, they don't got pity on them children. They don't got pity for the people that's caught up in that $1 trillion ring. right?
Yeah, yep.
Neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary, those who know that they're Israelites. Then they begin at the ancient men, which were before the house. So there's a great judgment that got to play out on all of the people, especially those people who know that they're Israelites, man. Because you don't got no cloak for your sins when you know this. You understand?
Yep.
You have something you want to say?
Yeah, like pretty much how the brothers brought out, man, that's the spirit that they let's gonna be in, man, sighing and crying. It's like, and why wouldn't you be in that spirit anyways? It's not like the Lord just like, it's not like it's just, actually a jolly, good kingdom, people keeping laws, statutes, commandments, people actually repent. It's not like it's like that and we sign and cry. No, it's literally the worst ever, one of the worst kingdoms ever.
It is the worst kingdom ever.
Yeah, the worst kingdom ever, and you should be signing and crying. It's like, Lord, make it easy for you to sign and cry. Just look at this shit, man.
Especially the people that call themselves Christians. Y'all really just Satanists with a twist. Really. Y'all in that do as thou wilt spirit as well.
Yeah.
All right? When you go through the scriptures, get Jeremiah 28:8. There was never a time where the prophets advocated for the kingdom that they were dwelling in. They were never in a God bless Babylon spirit, God bless Assyria spirit, God bless. They were never in the spirit to be about the kingdom they dwelt in. They were always locked in on the new heavens and the new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, the kingdom of heaven. You got it, bro.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And America embodies all of those things to the furthest extent. All right? They were against. They prophesied against those kingdoms. So you call yourself a Christian, you call yourself believing in the scriptures, believing in the Lord. And at the same time, you an advocate for America? That's a head scratcher. You understand? Most people that call themselves believing in the scriptures, they don't know what to look towards because they haven't been taught about the kingdom. They haven't been taught about what the Lord actually wants. And they damn sure don't know who his people actually are.
Yep.
So you got the Christians who they look at the people that call themselves the Judaism, the small hats, they look at them as like a kindred, as brothers.
Yeah.
Especially, the white Christians. They look, oh yeah. No. To them, you're just goyim. You're just cattle. And that's what they justify a lot of the evil shit they do by saying that. Now, to us, the heathen are cattle too. They're goyim. All right? Now, we're going to deal with the nations properly. We're going to deal with them in a righteous fashion. They're not dealing with the people in a righteous fashion. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Okay? Obviously, the nation of Israel, we're the people of the promise. Okay? And we have a higher status than the other nations. The Lord is dealing with us personally. But the way that he's dealing with us and the righteousness he's going to put within us, because the law is going to be run within our inward parts, the society is going to be to the nation's benefit. They're going to have clean food, clean water. Their families are going to be allowed to flourish as long as they're obedient to the Lord's standard. Obviously, our experience of the earth, all right, in reality, is going to be on a completely different level than the nations, clearly, right?
Yeah.
But us being in rulership is going to be a benefit to everybody. You understand?
Yep. I got something for you.
Go on.
It's in Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So even though, it says people, man, I like to look at it as all creation, right? Because the wicked is bearing rule, and guess what? All of creation is mourning, right? People stressed, people on antidepressants. You got animals beaching themselves. You got animals committing, I'm pretty sure you can say it's suicide, man.
Yeah. They self-deletions. They self-deleting.
I didn't even know animals were smart enough to do that at some point.
Well, if they can't breathe, they're in the water. There's so much microplastic and chemicals in the water. It's burning their instinct. They like, damn, I gotta escape.
Yeah.
The fish leaping out of the water and beaching themselves. Because the water's so fucked up. What's the fucking point of poisoning the water?
Yeah. It's your food, man. Then on top of that,
Destroy him that destroyed the earth? Yeah, you lost it.
No, I was about to say, I was gonna let you finish. Like, and then on top of that, I remember, I don't know, I think it hit me the hardest when, when I seen, like, it was a horse. That's what it was. It was some time ago when I seen a horse. And the crazy part is it was crying too when it happened. It was a horse just standing on the train tracks waiting to get ran over. And it got ran over pretty much. And, just kind of, I was like, damn, bro, like a horse crying and shit. And then just like willingly just committed. It's like, damn, it's like, y'all done drove animals to that point. Right? It's like, bro, y'all really did not fit the rule. The fact that you got animals committing suicide, they're smart enough to do that. Beach, like we went to beaching themselves and doing all them type of things, man. It's just like, bro, like you have no business ruling at all, bro. But it's definitely a learning process for us. Cause now we're getting the parts where we understand, like, bro, this is how you should not rule a kingdom. Right? This is how you should not rule a kingdom, man. Because Esau, if he continue on, he'll destroy his own goddamn selves. They already talked about going to Mars and shit. Hell, they got movies on shit like that. Don't look up. Don't look up. Right? And guess what? The at least they're the ones that escaped to another planet and they got fucked up in the end. So that was the cool part. But that's what the minds of the elites are, man. Like, shit, we're gonna get away from this shit. We're gonna fuck this shit up and then we're gonna leave and do the same shit again.
Right.
That's all that's gonna happen because you're not following Sirach 19 and 19, man.
Yeah. Well, they were created to be evil.
Exactly.
It's in their programming to be destructive. So they can't. The leper can't change their stripes, as the scriptures say.
Yep.
They can't be good. And if they do something good, it was not on purpose.
Yep. Sirach 14, right?
It's just to back you up real quick on the animals.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel.
Exactly. A righteous man regardeth the life of the beast, man. Right? Even though it is a beast, you still be like, okay, let me make sure I feed it. Let me make sure, I go wash it up.
Let me let it run free a little bit. The horse is made to run and be on the plains. Let me give it some space to not have it cooped up.
Stress it. Right? But in the end of it, what says the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. Right? So whatever so-called mercy that, I don't even want to call that mercy, to be honest, they do so-called have, bro, it's fucking off the charts, really, man. Especially if it's pertaining to you, Jay.
Yeah.
Especially, it's like you got.
Yeah, come on. It's showing you that his mercy is cruel. So even him trying to be considerate is still a cruel thing. You understand? When you talk about even like SNAP benefits and people getting the options of food they got to go get is still genetically modified.
Yeah. So
it's like you're still eating poison. That's your mercy is giving the people poison to eat. There's no avenue in which this devil is fit to rule over life. You see, because he's the border of wickedness and he's death incarnate. When you go to Habakkuk 2 in verse 5, I'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you go to Habakkuk 2 and 5, it says he is as death. All right? Let me get it real quick.
Yeah, because scriptures also goes into, how that red horse took peace from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that red horse talking about?
And damn red lobster. Esau ate him.
Exactly.
Mr. Krabs.
And you can see it, man. He definitely took peace from the earth, man.
Yeah.
Right? Earth ain't yielding forth his full strength for this nigga. Why? Because he's gonna fuck it over anyway. He's gonna make it even worse. Right? Hell, we already got second address. What was that? 16, I think, 15 or 16. Where it goes into by age, how it's gonna get worse through age, and then the evil's gonna grow thereby. So the earth is literally the weakest it's ever been, and then on top of that, we living in the worst kingdom ever. But you got it, bro.
It's Habakkuk 2 and verse 4. All right, I'm gonna read through the 6, but Habakkuk 2 and 4 it says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. He's profane."
Yeah.
Profane means he's what? Outside of the temple. Okay, but then it goes and says, "But the just shall live by faith." The elect, we're gonna walk in faith. All right, what the Lord has promised. He's gonna do what he said. All right, he's gonna fulfill what he's written for us to read. Verse 5, it says, yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. All right, and the wine here is talking about the philosophies of a man. I think in Proverbs, is it Proverbs 29? Where it talks about they stagger, but not with wine. We stagger with not with strong drink. Paraphrasing.
I don't know off the top of my head. I can look real quick.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Yeah, the scriptures say they stagger not with strong drink. I'll get it later. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. All right, hell is a living condition. He brings hellish living conditions wherever he go, and he's went everywhere, right? And is as death. The conditions of death, things that bring forth death, are everywhere that he's at. It's spread into all the earth, okay? The only remedy to death is righteousness. That's how you overcome death, the same way our big brother Yahushua did, all right? And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. So when you look at,
Your description you want?
Yeah. So when you look at this devil, how he want to heap everybody to himself, it's not for good. It's to infect them with his philosophy, his way, all right? Put them under his claws, meaning his debt system, his banking system.
Yep.
All right? To basically make an addict of the people, the populace. You understand? So continuing on here, it says, oh, you can read that real quick and I'll finish verse 6 after you read that.
All right. This is Isaiah chapter 29.
Yes. Oh, it's Isaiah 29.
Yep. Isaiah 29 and verse 9. It says, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
They're drunken on the philosophies and the way, the moral compass, the standard that this devil has pushed. Everybody's infected with this perverted way to live life, to have a lifestyle. It's really a death style, all right? They turned away from the standard that the Lord has commissioned them to walk in. Yep. Primarily, I'm talking about our people, okay? Verse 6, okay? Should not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, get Micah 2, that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And him that ladeth himself with thick clay. When you look up that word clay, is going into debt. This devil has ensnared everybody through debt. The small ass, the banking families. All right. They lend at absorbent amounts of interest, which in the scriptures it goes into usury. Okay. To where people are constantly in debt to this man. So they have to follow his agendas. They got to push the policies that he wants to push. They got to be in bed with this man because they're a debt slave. Everybody's a debt slave, even the nations. All right? All the way up into governments. The governments and the citizens in those governments are debt slaves. So this man has he shielded himself with thick clay, that debt. You got it?
Yeah, this is Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
And we're seeing, it's coming out clearly and more clearly that who's in the forefront of working iniquity, making these deep, elaborate plots to forward evil, to enslave the masses. All right? Who's in the forefront of that? It's becoming more and more clear. You got it.
Continue on, it says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah, man. So these are the people who are the international thief, the international thug, the international gangster. All right. These are the people that are putting people in a state of captivity, a deep, deep captivity, man. All right. Right now over here, it's not the physical change, but our people are entrapped in the mind. Okay. And again, this system that's been set up makes it impossible for a person to step outside of it. You can't just live without this devil having some involvement in your life. You can't just go have land that's legit yours and you're not paying taxes on it.
Oh, yeah.
Grow your own food, take care of your family, and just have your own little village and you good. Hell no, that's not gonna work. First of all, he could just lie and just say you doing some bullshit and just come and take it from you. There's no justice in this land. So that's why even when shit really pop off, we ain't just gonna be able to, we just gonna be over here and mind our own business away from all y'all. We gonna have to be as pilgrims upon the earth, man. Because this devil's reach pretty much goes all over the earth. And the only way to escape and to overcome the shit he's doing is to have divine intervention.
Yep.
That's the only solution to the problem. A lot of these people, man, yeah, they may be a little bit bothered about the information that's coming out, but they don't have an actual solution on how to carry out justice. The scriptures have the solution on how to carry out the justice, man. And that's what we gotta go with. There's no other way. You can't come up some other way. You have something?
Yeah, because scriptures goes into, how Yahushua said, man, I am the way, I am the truth, I am life. No man coming to the Father but by me. So it's ultimately only through Yahushua, bro. Only through him. And it's crazy because, how else he going to live up to his name?
Right.
Right? He saves, Yahushua, he saves, he delivers. Right? So when he come back, he's coming to save his people. Starting with the elect.
All right.
Right? Starting with them, the first fruits. This is who he's coming to get. Right? So we're supposed to be expecting things to get worse, get to the point to where you're gonna have to unplug from this system.
Yeah.
Right?
Because the chip still gotta be made mandatory. Then World War III. Then the deliverance. But at least we know what to look for. At least we know we have an expected end, like the scriptures talk about. These people, they don't got that. They don't got that hope. What's that? 2nd Ezra 7th chapter? Oh, unless you had something. Get what you had first.
I just came to mind, but I don't know where it's at exactly.
What'd it say?
How they shall suffer straight things, but hope for the
2nd Ezra, 2nd Ezra 7.
Okay. I don't know.
Second Ezra 7, it's in there. Yeah, the righteous and the wicked, we both will have to go through the test and the trials. But because we are prisoners of hope, because we've been given prophecy and we know what to expect and what to look for, we're going to be able to push through. The Lord's going to strengthen us to push through it. Somebody who doesn't know that we win at the end, they don't know it for sure, they're not going to be able to fight the fight and resist this devil the way that they ought to. You are blessed to know what you know. You understand? We are truly privileged to know the end of the movie before it happens. It gives you something to keep walking towards, regardless of, how tough things get. Things you may lose, people you may lose. You know that you get it all back 100-fold anyway. Every worry that you may have, every doubt that a person could come up with, the Lord already has a remedy and answer for it in the scriptures. So we're truly comforted on a level that you can't obtain in the world. You understand? All right.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it.
It's
18.
Okay.
It says 17. I damn, I'm trying to hear him skim through it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 18. It says, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for what?
That word straight there is STRAIT, meaning a position of difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's going to suffer a position of difficulty, even us. Okay? Now, there's a difference between the level of equipped a person is based on how close they are in proximity to Yahushua. But everybody's going to go through those straight things. But not everybody's going to be equipped or have access to the covering, the divine covering.
Yep.
Keep going, bro.
Continuing on, it says, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things and yet shall not see the wide.
Right. So they don't have the hope. Their mind isn't like, okay, just got to get through this to get to the kingdom. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All they see is all they're going to see is the predicament that they're in. They're not going to see the kingdom, that bright light behind it all.
Yeah.
To know to keep pushing. I just got to get through this. One more step, one more. They're not going to have that attitude, energy, or mindset. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's a hard fight to fight, man. Where you just wanderously, aimlessly wandering. So when the devil comes with that solution, hey, everything can go back to normal if you take this chip, they're going to be down.
Yep.
No questions asked. They're going to be down, man, because they don't know what else to hope for. they're not gonna be able to see no other way out. And that's why we always say, if you're trying to fight this fight, looking at things with the eyes on your face and not your spiritual eye, you're gonna lose. You see, could you read it one more time? Unless you had a point.
Yeah, I'll make a quick point because there's a quote, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard it before. He that standeth for nothing will fall for anything.
Yeah.
And that's exactly these 2/3, man. They ain't standing on nothing. What they gonna stand on? Jesus Christ?
They ain't standing on business.
They learn shit about him. They just learned that, I can pray to him. He'll give me whatever I want. Whenever, all I got to do is go to church and the pastor tell me. And the shit may or may not come to pass. Type shit. Right? That's all they got. So when they're not trained to like, we finna suffer. You gotta suffer in the names of the Lord. They're not trained for that. So they standing on nothing. Therefore what? They gonna fall for the okie doke. They gonna fall for it. Hey, like the brother said, hey, we'll give you everything back.
Yeah.
Shit, in their hands, they're gonna be like, hey, it's the Lord giving me away.
That's they gonna look at it, this the Lord giving us. Yeah.
Exactly.
They gonna look at the same person that's baby eating as, the Lord told him to give me this. You crazy motherfucker. Oh my goodness. They gonna, think about that.
That's exactly how they gonna be, bro.
Everybody openly knows what this man is into.
Yeah.
But when they come with their shit, they still gonna trust them. That shows they deserve what they get.
Yeah.
They deserve what they about to get, man. Damn, that's ludicrous when you think about it.
Yeah, bro.
You know what this man on. You still gonna take it? You see what he did in 2020. And then all this information coming. Now people are ashamed if you ask them if they took it.
Oh, yeah.
They ashamed now. But them same people, they gonna fall for that shit again. What's this? That quote by George Bush? He said, "You fool me once." It's not his quote, but he fucked the quote up.
Yeah, you fool me once, it's shame on you.
He said, "You fool me twice, you can't fool me again." He fucked it up. These elites, man, they low level. They just been allotted a particular time to rule. Yeah. All right, hey, shalom. All right, but these people about to fall for the okie doke 2 times. So again, they deserve what they about to get. In 2020, they fell for the okie doke, man, hook, line, and sinker.
Yep.
Then the year later, they had a pardon Fauci. Never heard of him. You don't even know what this nigga doing. You don't know what he had or nothing.
Oh yeah,
that nigga going in the wind.
He did his part. He took off.
All right, but Kill Bates still walking around. First of all, this nigga wasn't even a doctor.
What? I mean,
like, you know what I mean? Damn.
Then on top of that, like, we ain't gonna forget like what he said about the jump shot. He said if we do a good job with these jump shots, we can lower the population.
I still got the TED Talk saved on my laptop. Like, nigga. Like, so when these people get what they get, man, look, bro, that's written in their story. Fuck them. Like, they and especially 2/3 of our people, we know what it is. They gonna be brought back in the kingdom through the elect anyway. Death isn't final. You know what I mean? So we can talk like that. Some people might walk by me, in passing. These guys, that's harsh. How could you say that? Shut up. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
Exactly.
Anyway.
back into that. Yeah. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and 18 from the top. It says, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for the wide. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things and yet shall not see the wide.
So they ain't got no hope. They gonna have to go down to Egypt for help. And the scriptures say, woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help, right?
Yep.
Okay? But we have the hope because we understand prophecy. We understand the sequence of events that has to play out. Again, the chip got to come out and be made mandatory. And then World War III gonna play out. And right after, let's go to Isaiah, the 9th chapter.
Okay.
5. Verse 5. Right? Isaiah 9 and 5. So we know in the midst of World War III, the intervention is gonna happen, man. And then the Lord gonna establish the kingdom upon the earth, man. And that's when we really get to enjoy the earth. That's when we get to set things right. That's when we get to really live and have the laws written within our inward parts, man. You got it, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
So every war up until this point has been fought in a particular sense. Close quarter combat, men shooting at each other. It's been fought a particular way. But it's going to differentiate the war of Armageddon, World War III, which is going to be fought by ICBM missiles. It's going to differentiate this from all the other wars that took place prior. Go ahead.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Uh-huh.
For unto us a child is born.
Yeah, right after that war that's fought,
Yep.
right? It talks about the establishment of the kingdom, and Yahweh Shah's bringing that kingdom. He's going to set David upon his throne, the 12 to 144,000, and they're going to rule and set the earth aright. You got it.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5 says, for every battle of, my bad, verse 6. It says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name.
The government shall be upon his shoulder. In the church, it never dawned on me that a government was going to be set up on the earth, and the Lord was actually going to be on the earth, walking around. You know what I mean? It doesn't quite dawn on you like that.
Yeah, you don't
just think you're gonna be in the heavens floating or something.
And you got Earth is doing this thing.
Earth, you don't. It doesn't
correlate like that.
Yeah, a righteous government is going to be established on the earth. See, but because they don't understand those concepts and what the Lord is bringing, they have hope in this society.
Yeah.
You got Jake, who are in the America. They got this affinity for America, like they wanted to continue on because they can't see past it. But when you understand what the Lord is doing, you can see past this shit. You got it.
Exactly. Continuing on, it says, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, that the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
Man, wonderful. You ever heard a man called Wonderful? That's Yahweh Shai, man. He's full of wonder. It's a wonder that he was able to lay his life down and show us that love so that we could partake in ruling the earth with him and seeing it flourish.
Yeah.
Bro, what? He didn't have to.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that.
Well, the Lord told him to do it, so he had to. But you know what I mean? The scripture say, greater love hath no man in this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. That's in John 15.
Yep.
He did that for us, man. It's time to reciprocate.
Yep.
Maybe not on the level that what he did, but everybody gonna have their own fight and their own test, in which they get to reciprocate that love that he showed them.
Yeah. By taking part in the sufferings.
Yeah.
You come into the ministries, in the ministry, right? Truly, not just following some other, false prophets, because you're really not coming in at that point. But you come under sound doctrine, then guess what? You done said, you know what? I'm partaking in the Lord's sufferings. You put your hand to the plow. You put your hand to the plow. You said, I agree to partaking part of the Lord's sufferings, Yahweh Shai's sufferings, and endure it to the end on top of that. Right? That's why I said, see that take his hand off the plow is not fit for the kingdom. Right? Because you like, shit, let me stop. Like, nah, it's too hard for me. I'm too good. Because anybody that, fall out or give up, that quits or whatever, they said they better than the Lord. To be honest, that's what you're saying. You're saying, I'm better than the Lord. I don't deserve to go through this.
You're saying this kingdom is better than what the Lord gonna bring.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, what the? You tripping. Cypher on the Matrix. There's a guy that he went back. He wanted to be plugged back up to the Matrix.
Yeah, he wanted to be plugged back up. That shit was
even after knowing that shit was all fake. He was like, ignorance is bliss. And then they played the harp right after that scene when he was having that meeting with Mr. Anderson. He said, I know this steak is fake. He was eating it.
Yeah.
He was like, ignorance is bliss. Then they played the harp to show you had demons on him. You had a spell on him. Because the reverse is possible too. You can have frequencies take the spirits off a person too.
Yeah.
When we bring out this word and this gospel, it's a frequency going out. It can take the demons off a person. But demons also can be put on a person.
Yeah.
With vibrations, right? So this is like with Saul. King Saul and King David. He played the harp to get the spirits off of Saul.
Yep.
All right. But the reverse was happening in that movie. All right. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people in that spirit. The elder named this year the year of apostasy.
Yep.
So a lot of people gonna be in that spirit as well, man. Oh, look at this brother, man.
What's that, brother?
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah. So look, Shalom, bro. Good to see you.
Yeah, but just with that.
So You're going to have a lot of people go back into the world. That was their lot. It's a lot of people with the fringes on their t-shirts, bro, that when the test gets heavy and thick, because they weren't their foundation wasn't truly, rooted, because they didn't really know what this thing was about, because it wasn't told to them that they had to go through sufferings.
Yeah.
They're gonna fold. Reminds me of the seed parable in Luke the 8th chapter. All right? There's some people that, they stay for a time, but because they weren't rooted, when the test comes, they fade away.
Yeah, get plugged right up.
Yeah. You had something?
Yeah, I was gonna get 2 Timothy chapter 3, and damn it, wait, this might not be it.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind getting Luke the 8th chapter if you don't.
No, we can get it. I thought I found it. It's
It'll come
scripture.
back to you.
It's not the right scripture. All right, you want to Luke 8?
Luke 8, you can just go through the seed parable.
Okay. This is Luke chapter 8 and verse 5.
Yeah.
It says, a sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it.
Yeah. Jump down and read the explanation for it, for verse 5.
God, jumping down to verse 12, it says, those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts.
Yeah. So sometimes it's plenty of examples for that. Sometimes you witness it real time when somebody comes up, they inquire, and they're interested, and then somebody else comes, no, this isn't of God. This is racist, and this is about complexion. It's not. This isn't even a thing about complexion. But somebody that'll shake them up so much, and they just because the rowdiness happened, they just like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Some people, they'll hear the truth, and then they'll hear somebody say something about the Hebrew Israelites, so they don't want nothing to do with it now.
Yeah.
Just surface level shit. There's plenty of examples in which the devil, the vibration of this world, steals that beautiful seed from somebody that had the opportunity to cling onto it.
Yep.
You want to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna give another example, because the one that I see, it happens obviously, but that I notice the most is if someone is acquiring and they with a group of friends, they just come and just take them away.
Or they
literally come and take them away, and they just start walking.
Yeah,
You don't hear nothing from them.
Or they woman, yeah.
Yeah, or they woman. Just take them away. I'm like, damn, that's about a wayside, ain't it?
Yeah. Like so you gotta be quicker than that. They gonna think back, like we keep bringing it up. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Yep.
Where the people that realize they chose the wrong path, they're gonna think back to those encounters that they had with the men of the Lord. Damn, I had a chance. That could have been me.
Like, yeah.
Oh, was it Vegeta? It should have been me. Or was that Vegeta or Yu-Gi-Oh? I can't remember. We watch. I'm older, but I ain't that old.
Dragon Ball Z.
It was Dragon Ball. Should have been me, not him.
That sounds like something Vegeta would say, though.
I think, I can't remember. It was one of y'all know. Benaiah knows. Benaiah was here, he'll know. Go ahead, bro. You can read the next part of the parable.
God. Luke chapter 8 and verse 6. It says, and some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away because it lacked moisture.
Come on. Read that explanation.
God, verse 13, it says, they on the rock are they which, when they hear, receive the word with joy.
Right. I'm an Israelite. Oh, I'm a part of a royal people.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. That's why we went into captivity. What?
Yeah.
They receive it with joy, because this is a joyous thing, man. This is a joyous thing to understand, because a lot of the whys that you may have had in the world are answered. But go ahead, bro.
God, continuing on, it says, receive the word with joy, and these have no roots, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away.
Oh man, I gotta change my life. I gotta give up stuff. I can't do this no more. I can't do that. They start to look at the Lord's word as a prison, and not really understanding that it's a guardrail from death. So they fade away, man. They don't have the foundation. They don't really long for righteousness to be established on the earth. So, when it comes to really having to stand on business, Jake make up all these terms and they ain't about none of them.
Exactly.
When it come time to stand on business, they ain't about it.
And that's an example of someone they didn't understand what they was a part of. right? So if you fall away when things get hard, that ultimately lets let us know that you didn't really understand what you was part of. Because if you understood that, you will know, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to suffer.
Hey, brother, get some rock too.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have to, go through things, as Scripture said, through much tribulation. Oh yeah,
And you
you're
can
gonna have
read
to scarcely be saved, right? If you truly was anything, but since you wasn't, and you just oh we came, see Isaiah 4:1, right? They like to talk about that Isaiah 4:1.
That's the whole little ministry to you. Like, come on, man. It's much bigger than that. They didn't understand this right here. Let this brother read that for you.
It's the book of Sirach, 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Exactly, as it said in the first verse, man. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. So prepare to be tempted by what? We got it earlier, Isaiah 59 and 9 or 19, right? He that departed from evil, making himself a prey for who? Satan, right? So you got to prepare to be fucked with Satan on a higher level. You got to be prepared for that.
And the flesh is pulling them back to their old habits.
Exactly.
They don't really want to become that new creature.
That more on that?
You got it.
Sirach 2:2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Exactly. Set that heart right. Your la'ab, your mind.
Constantly.
Set your heart right, your mind, and constantly endure. This means it's a really a never-ending fight until you're changed.
It's a dog fight for real. In Galatians, it talks about how the flesh warreth against the spirit. It's a fight every day.
Yes.
And if you're not really down for your house shot, it's gonna be days you don't fight that fight. And eventually them days gonna start outnumbering the days when you do fight.
Exactly.
And you're gonna be out of here.
That leverage.
It says, make not haste in time of trouble. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
At the last end. This whole walk, bro, is about delayed gratification.
Yep.
The benefits ain't really gonna pay off. Until that's what they do in Detroit. They say the word twice. The benefits ain't gonna really pay off until the back end. And if you're not okay with that, if you're in the spirit of Esau where you need that instant gratification, I need it now. I don't care if it's blood in it. I need it now. If you're in that spirit, you're gonna fucking lose.
Exactly. And it said cleave onto him too, right? Hell, that's the whole reason you learning the names, right? Psalm 55, 21 to 22, around that area goes into, man, right? Cast your burden upon the Lord. Hell, he's there for you, man. You're supposed to call upon the Lord, man. Cleave onto him, not push him away more. When times get rough, guess what? We all got to cleave onto you. How about you? Hell, we got to cleave onto the Lord now.
Yeah.
In your day-to-day lives. Praying to the Lord to, give you the strength to endure whatever you got set up for. Set up for yourself.
And you're gonna be filtering your thoughts, your actions, your interactions, your time through the Lord. Back when I was a kid, I don't know if y'all remember, they used to have those little rubber band bracelets, those WWJD bracelets. Say, what would Jesus do? We know his name is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
But it was just to remind you, like, man, am I moving the way the Son of God will be moving in my situation? The elect are always filtering their speech and their actions through the perspective of the Most High. That's a person that's walking in the spirit. You understand? Which is that's the fight. All right? You have to resist the flesh, which means you're trying to do everything you can do to be in good standing with the Lord. In Sirach, could you get Sirach 17 and 24? And read that for me real quick.
Sirach 17 and 24.
Mm-hmm.
Be unto them that repent.
No. It should say, is it, what's that one I want? Make prayer before his face and offend less.
The 25th. It was the next verse.
Next verse?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
next verse.
Sirach 17 and 25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less.
All right, so your whole thing is you're doing everything you can do to offend less. Now check it out, offend less. That don't mean you're not going to offend at all. We're not sovereign, so we can't keep the law 100% perfect. All right, we can't go back to the Holy Land 3 times a year.
Yep.
We don't control the fabric that our clothes are made out of. We don't have a lamb that we got for the whole year that we groomed up and don't got no blemishes. There's certain things you can't keep. You don't got a place for your woman to go when she on her cycle. If you do, man, you got it. You balling.
Sovereign, you balling.
You know what I mean? There's certain things that you can't keep in this society because we're not sovereign. But the things you can keep, you do it to the best of your ability. You see?
Yep.
Offend less. Your heart, your whole being becomes about the Lord's business, the Lord's way. You're truly a living sacrifice, like it talks about in Romans 12.
Yep.
Verse.
Yeah. I want that 26 as well.
Sirach 17:26. Turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity,
Sin upon sin.
for he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health, and hate thou abomination vehemently.
Hate the abomination vehemently. You mean you're passionate about this, your dislike for evil? These people are not passionate about the evil that's going on. They're not passionate about like, man, this has to be changed. Righteousness has to be established because they don't even know what righteousness is. They don't know what the Lord says is right and wrong. So how can they be passionate about anything? Like you said earlier, they don't stand for anything. They don't have a foundation. So they'll fall for everything. Everything this devil pushes on them, they'll fall for it. Look at 2/3 of our people.
See, they can't even tell you what sin is, man.
Right.
The majority of people can't tell you that. You ask them what is sin, they're gonna be like, what I think is, morally wrong or some shit like that.
We don't gotta keep the laws no more. You ask them what is sin.
Exactly.
It's like, well, sin is the transgression of the law. Are you saying there's no such thing as sin anymore?
Exactly.
Well, no. It's like you
Well,
don't know what the fuck going on.
we're
Man.
under grace.
It's like
You hit them with it. Well, we under grace.
so they just
Romans 6:1 right there, bro.
yeah, it's like, bro,
That may we sin that grace man bound.
you gotta look at most people like children.
Yeah, you do.
It's like they don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're talking to a toddler, they don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm not finna get emotionally invested talking to a toddler. Like, oh, I'm trying to tell you something. It's just like, all right, bro.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's comical.
Yeah.
Right, seeing like a kid trying to explain you, or they think they knew something. Like, if only if you knew, dude. Like,
It's like,
you're
you
just
know,
like if only
right.
if you knew.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, you got it. I ain't gonna argue with you. Go ahead. Yeah, you got
You
it.
gotta let them, burn that hand. I told you that you told you not to touch that stove. Bet you won't do that again. You know what I mean? The Lord's bringing the stove, that oven, and it's gonna burn with that fierce heat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but it said hate the abomination vehemently. All right, and the scriptures also say what? Hate the evil, love the good.
Yeah.
But you can't hate something that you don't know what it is. They don't know right from wrong. They don't know righteous judgment.
Yeah.
So when it comes time to put judgment into practice, like when they're confronted with that chip, they ain't gonna know what to do. So again, they're gonna lose because if you take that chip, you cannot repent from it. What's that? Revelation 14:9. If you take that charagma, you're through. You partake in the judgment once you take that. You take the mark, you partake in the judgment. There's no way around it. Can't take it in this. I'm gonna cut it off when the Lord. No, nigga, you took it.
You already made your decision.
It's over with. Keep going that parable.
Oh, okay. Back in Luke chapter 8 and jumping back up to verse 8, it says, and other fell on good ground.
Now, you didn't read 7, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You see?
Oh, I lied. I did. I read 6. So like it. That's like it, bro. Luke 8 and chapter 8 and verse 7. It says, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it and choked it.
Mm-hmm.
And jumping down to the explanation, verse 14, it says, and that which fell among thorns are they which, when they have heard, go forth and are choked with the cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection.
They get caught up in this world.
Yep.
And you see a lot of leaders of other congregations, you see them falling into this category.
Yeah, riches.
They're getting caught up into this world, trying to build a name for themselves here, trying to establish something here, man. And they're not focused on the mission. And the fruit that they do have, it's not good fruit.
Yeah.
You understand? So they have an end as well. Now we can get the good ground.
Yep. Jumping back up to verse 8, Luke chapter 8 and verse 8, it says, and other fell on good ground and sprang up and bare fruit in hundredfold. And when he had said these things, he cried, he that hath ears to let him hear.
Now, an example of this in real time will be our apostles and elders.
Yes.
They continued in the labor. And look at all the fruit all over the world that's popped up in sincerely doing the work of Yahweh Shemi Hawashah. Not just holding the sign on the side. All the brothers are doing lessons every day. All the brothers are serious. They're making their calling an election sure, man.
Yep.
They're seeking out their own salvation, man. They're not trying to ride the coattails of the group or another brother. Yeah, we're together, but we all know that, man, you got to stand on your own 2 feet when it comes to your salvation. And every brother is taking their salvation seriously. So, you know, hey, there's categories for everybody. Which one are you in? You can bring out a couple more or make another point and, you know.
I was just going to jump to 15 because it explains it and I like the way it says it. This is Luke chapter 8 and verse 15. It says, but that on the good ground are they which is in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience. Right? And you made mention, you know, the apostles, you know, really just started with the apostles, and, you know, elders and all down. Right? Then when I read that, it sounds like them to a T. You know, honest and good heart, and would bring forth fruit with patience, man. Because the apostles went, you know, some years,
30, 40 years.
Yeah, or like without fruit, it was like what? 7?
Well, without fruit, it was like a decade, damn near.
Yeah, they went a minute without fruit, right? But guess what?
Well, they had the bishops coming. They had the bishops with them.
Oh, okay.
You know, you had the bishops with them, but like, it wasn't that like when they got on YouTube and the elders started hopping on from all over the world. That had to be like, wow, like we did the right thing. You know what I mean? And you know, Apostle Ricard, they tell stories about it all the time, man. How comforting that was to see brothers serious about the work of the Lord, serious about this truth. After all their leaders and comrades had went back into the world, they continued in the walk.
Yeah.
You know?
Gal found amongst them.
Yeah.
You know? Well, that's all I really had. I ain't had
all right.
enough.
Well, man, Albaratazar, the lesson was edifying, man. You got something from it. You know? Want to give all praises once more. We're going to face the east. Want to give all praises once more, too.
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to apostles and the elders, a great millstone who taught us the truth to rule well. Shalom to all the brothers, and of course the few Akwat who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
Shalom.
I think that was decent.
That was pretty good.